Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I call a marathon day. I don't know about you, but I have days that are regular, usual, normal days. I have relaxing, do nothing, procrastinating, just get out and enjoy family, friends, and nature days. I have exciting days, and I have what I like to call marathon days. Marathon days are days that I am really pushing and doing things and going and working on a project that I'm interested in. Now, it might be an artistic project. It might be a fun, creative project. I might have a marathon day with that. I tend to get into marathon days when I do things like that because I get fixated on a creative or artistic project and I go all in on it. I love to do those kind of things. But I do the same thing in my business and in my work. So right now, I'm absolutely in the middle of a 3-day summit where an organization that I'm associated with that I love and adore, I'm actually a certified partner with them, called ClickFunnels, is doing a really interesting, really fun project. They interviewed 30 of their 2 Comma Club award winners, which are people that have created at least $1 million in a single sales process. They call it a sales funnel. And they're sharing their strategies, their 30-day get started, get back on your feet fast strategies from day 1 to day 30, broken down day by day, what they would do if they lost everything and had to start over from zero. Because a lot of people in the community, of course, vast majority of people in the community and the product, they sell a software product, get the product, get inside, get overwhelmed, and never actually launch a successful sales process. They never actually launch their business, a sales funnel is not a business, which is part of the struggle I think that people have, in my opinion, is that they think that if they just get in, they create a funnel and they put it up on the internet, the world will find them. Well, there's billions of people on the internet, so that's a little bit unrealistic, but it is the expectation that the vast majority of people have. So how do you overcome that? Well, you do things like share successful people's strategies with them so that they can learn and they can adopt those strategies as well in a summit format, which is absolutely brilliant on so many levels. I can't even describe it. I've wanted to do back in the days of telesummits, if you remember what those are, if anyone's as old as I am. Telesummits were like an over the telephone or on the computer. They became on the computer virtual type events where people were interviewed and you only heard their voice. It was before video was super popular. So you never saw them, but you heard their voices as they shared what it was that they had to share. I listened to thousands of telesummit seminars over the years, especially as I was on my own journey of recovery from a major health challenge. And I always have wanted to do one. I always thought it would be a really fun, fascinating thing to do, but I never really had the time to do it. Well, now I have the time to do it, and it fits perfectly into the business model that I'm creating and what I'm doing to supersize and grow my own business. So I'm already, as part of listening to this summit, modeling and mapping out my strategy for, I don't know if it'll be a 30-day summit or how many speakers I'll have exactly, but I always do 30-day things, so it'll probably be a 30-speaker thing, and it'll probably be followed up with a 30-day challenge. Now, there's been a lot of pushback that 30 days is too long, we can't do a 30-day challenge. But I guess I got to ask you, if you want to change your life, if you want to change anything, do you think you could do one little thing a day for 30 days to make it happen? I'll leave it there. Because guess what? 30 days from now, you're still going to be 30 days older, and you're either going to be in the same position you're in right now, or you're going to have done one little tiny thing every day, and your life will be forever changed and impacted because you made the decision to do one little thing every day. You don't have to even commit to the 30 days, although I would highly recommend it. You just say, I'm going to take it one day at a time. I'm going to do the first day, and I'm going to do the second day, and I'm going to do the third day, and then build your muscles of commitment to yourself in terms of what you are and are not capable of. You know, my very first challenge that I participated on for Facebook Lives was a 5-day challenge. And what happens after 5 days, you're like hooked already, and you're like, okay, well, what do I do next? So after that 5-day challenge, I did my own 30-day Facebook Live challenge. And then after that, I did another challenge. I don't know what it's been, but I've pretty much had a 30-day or more challenge for myself on something every day since I've done that first 5-day challenge. Thank you, Mark Nelson. By the way, he's the one who actually, I don't think he even knows that he did it on purpose, or that he did it, but the effect was the same. It forever changed me. That 5-day challenge, I was the only one that did it in his group the first day. And he mentioned it, of course, on video. And that actually guiltified me into feeling like I had to do it every day. So I ended up doing it every day. But I didn't die. It wasn't that scary. I actually did it. And I'm sure my videos were terrible. I don't even remember what they were back then. And I wasn't saving or recording anything back then. So I have no idea. But I'm sure they were absolutely horrid. But I did them and I didn't die. And it gave me the little bit of confidence and the boost that I needed to say, okay, well, this isn't going to kill me. Therefore, I can figure out a way to make it happen. So another 10 days, or another 10 speakers for the summit today. Got 2 interviews. I've got a live demo that I'm doing with one of my coaching students for how to do YouTube. What are they called? The little, okay, title slides, maybe not a title slide, but thumbnail. How to do YouTube. I don't even know what they're called. That's why I need to learn how to do them. So he is going to walk me through creating a YouTube thumbnail, because there's things for my social media accounts that I've just been limping along for a really long time, like over 241 days, that I need to put in place to move me to the next level of where I want to be with my business. And there's things I don't know how to do. I don't want to learn how to do them. And so if I find somebody that can just show me how to do it, I'm going to let them show me how to do it. And we're going to both record it, because then we can use that both for my students and he can use it for the people that he comes in contact with and on his social media to build his presence and his knowledge of helping people with YouTube. And I can use it as just a free information tool for my people that might want to learn how to do a YouTube thumbnail, because there's so many social media platforms. We just can't possibly know how to do everything on all of them. Even social media experts will only have a couple of platforms that they're experts in. So it's always a challenge to find out, how do we need to show up on these different platforms? I am on dozens of social media platforms, and I doubt that anyone's even seeing anything. So say, for example, Reddit. I post a video. I actually post 3 or 4 videos on Reddit every single day, every morning. But I don't even know how to use Reddit. So I don't know that anyone is even seeing them. So if anybody listening to this knows how to use Reddit, I would love to do a quick Reddit tutorial with you and film it so that you can use it to show other people and use it as a training tool to build your credibility. And I would like to just learn it so I can go back and watch it over and over again, so I can figure out how to use Reddit so I can actually be found and people can see the videos that I'm sharing and the content that I'm sharing and maybe like it or Reddit or whatever it is that they do on that platform. Tumblr is another one. If anybody knows how to do Tumblr, I could use help with that. There's so many platforms out there. I'm pretty cool with LinkedIn and Facebook. I'm having a love affair with LinkedIn right now. I have 25 interviews lined up or guests lined up to be on my podcast. I think I got 5 yesterday. That's some momentum. That's incredible. So it's also really exciting. There's so many people on this planet. If you ever think that there's a shortage of people that you can team up with and help to achieve their goals, and they can in turn help you to achieve yours, I just want to be able to have awesome guests for my podcast people to listen to. Something that they can learn from, or a business that's doing something similar to what they want to do, sort of like this summit is, but I got 30 people in 3 days versus having to wait, and it's taken me about 2 or 3 weeks to get 25 people. But I mean, I could do 100. I could do a person a day. I could interview a person a day for my podcast, and I would be absolutely delighted with that. So marathon day, I've got a mastermind this morning. I've got that training. I've got 2 interviews and a discovery type chat call today. So that's what I call a marathon day. But I'm super excited about it because I'm learning so much, and it's just reinforcing what I'm doing and the plan of what I'm doing, helping people create their strategic map and their strategic plan. I was doing it with people before Then I did a 30-day challenge. Actually, first I created a treasure hunt for my group, a free treasure hunt that people can go through and do the treasure hunt, and it teaches them how to supersize their business. Then I did a 30-day challenge that walks through step by step, day by day, what you need to do each day, a little piece every day to create and learn the process of supersizing your business. Now we're going through a 30-day challenge. That was the science part of supersizing your business. Now we're going through the art part of supersizing your business, and we just did day 18 today. Easy to go ahead and join those free challenges. Just message me or search my name and you will see the link to those groups, and you can just join one or the other group. One is specifically for the challenge that we're doing and the summarizing of each of those 30 strategies that we're learning about, or I'm learning about. And there's like 25,000 of us, so there's lots of us learning about them, which is an indication that if you want to grow and supersize your business, you might want to hop on it. Now, I will say this just focuses on the marketing and sales aspect of your business. So if that's an area that you really need, man, this is the ticket for that. I actually help people with their whole business, not just the marketing and sales part of it. That's my area of differentiation. But this is the most incredible, fastest way for me to find and help people with different marketing and sales strategies. And every single one of them is different. I've actually snuck ahead and listened to 20 of them. And then I listened to the first 10 again yesterday. So I'm really clear on what the message is. The common threads and themes through this are so mind-blowing and empowering. We'll talk about those as we finish up. And I'm going to mention them as we go along because they're too cool to not share with everybody. But the common themes reinforce what I've been teaching people all these years, and they're just 30 demonstrations of the process and the scientific part of the process, but also they're 30 different demonstrations of the art part of the process, which is it's what makes the whole thing work. Anybody can understand the process, but if you don't actually implement and act on the process, nothing happens. And that is the difference between these 30 people and the people that have won a certain award with ClickFunnels and the people that haven't yet. And now I'll take that back, because not everybody wants to put $1 million through their funnel. Some people are perfectly happy to just make, a couple $100,000 a year or $10,000 a month. Whatever it is for you is what's right for you. So it's not about the award, but it is about learning from other people and modeling the strategies and the thought process. What's more important, I don't know if people are understanding this yet, but here's a gold nugget. What's more important than the actual things that people are doing and the strategy that they're sharing day 1, day 2, day 3 is actually the mindset and thought process and motivation behind the why part of how they're growing their business. That's the most important part. And I'm not sure that, let's say 25,000 people are watching this right now. I'm not sure if those 25,000 people, if even 1,000 of them actually know that that's the secret and the secret ingredient they should be looking for as a common thread through all of these presentations. It's kind of like when you hear a story or watch a great movie. There's the storyline and the plot line, and we all think that that's what we're there to watch. We're there to see that action movie. We're there to see, let me think of something, Bruce Willis, beat the terrorists out of the building on Christmas Eve. Or we're there to see, I don't know, Neo from the Matrix finally be the one and take back humanity's position on Earth and get everybody out of the Matrix. Whatever it is, we think that is the thrilling story, the plot, the story is what we're there to see. And that's what makes us love a movie or hate a movie. But the truth is, it's the story of the hero and who he or she becomes throughout the story as they take a journey of discovery, of who they need to become in order to achieve the thing that it is that they want to achieve. So Neo has to become the one, and the underlying story that really motivates us all and gets us involved in and participating in the movie is the story of who he has to become the one, or who, I forgot the other example I was giving, or who Bruce Willis has to become to overcome the terrorists, right? He has to let go of his cop, I'm the controller of the universe world, and accept his wife as another human being. And that's his journey of acceptance and becoming, and you know, them getting together at the end of that first movie. And of course there were a lot of sequels to that and The Matrix, so more things happen, but I think you get the idea. What I'm saying is there's always two storylines going on in any great book, movie, or story that we love. It's the actual journey or story, the plot of the story, what the story's about or the movie's about. And we like that. That gets us interested and curious about the story and watching it in the first place. But it's really, if we can relate to, and relate can be hating. We might hate the hero of a story, but we still might watch and absolutely love the story in the movie because of who they become and their transformation throughout that story or movie. So that's what I'm looking for as I watch each of these. I'm looking for the transformation, the person's real journey, because I know that that's where the power is. And if I can show that piece to the people that are listening to my summaries, because most people won't find it on their own, most people won't even know that they're looking for it, then I know that I can add incredible value to the folks that join me in the 30-day summary challenge. So that's it. That's what I'm working on today. It's a marathon day. And of course, I start my day by creating my content so that I make sure I get the one piece that I think is the most important for me to move toward what it is that I want as I'm supersizing my business. I make sure I knock that one thing out for me every single day. And for me, that's creating content. That's talking to you and telling you what I'm doing. So have a fabulous day. If you have a marathon day, I'm sending you all the energy, love, and vibes that you need to get through that marathon day. And any ones you want to send my way, I'll take as well. Have a fantastic day. I'll, of course, see you tomorrow with day 242, I believe. Yep, 242 of What's She Up To Now. Bye. Jam Grandma out.